Good morning. Hey, 5 a.m. Mester Scrum Show. It's just a little bit into the 6 o'clock hour. Goal is to be in here on before 5. I've been up with the dogs, but they've been like a nut a case, trying to get them to calm down. There's one right here, there's one over there, and they both decided they had to be in the show. So it is a live program. It was looking kind of chaotic in here. But today, I am Greg. Well, today I'm Greg Mester. I don't know where I am tomorrow, but I am Greg Mester, Scrum Master and Agile Coach in the 5 a.m. Mester Scrum Show. We are live to talk about Scrum and Agile. Today, I want to talk about something that's been like coming up a lot in my conversation, my thought process, and thinking about Agile coaching as a game of chess. Not as a game, though, but when I coach, it's not about the issue there. It's about a chess game where, like in a chess game, you're thinking 5, 6, 7. I mean, if you're a master chess player, you're probably thinking the whole game in advance and trying to figure that out. But in Agile coaching, it's also like a chess game because it's not about really solving the problem right there in front of you. I mean, that's part of it to help them walk it through the process. But what does that problem issue? Why did it get there? How can you get the team to become self-organizing to solve the problem? So I'm going to talk about that a little bit today about Agile coaching is like a chess game, thinking a couple moves in advance. Where do you want to be in a couple moves, a couple sprints? So that's what we're going to talk about today. This is 5 a.m. Mester Scrum Show. I am Greg Mester, Scrum Master and Agile Coach, and this is our 618th episode of the show. And dogs making noises back here. And we talk about Scrum and Agile in a way to bring value to your customer without you working crazy hours to get there, right? Because there's a lot of places working crazy hours. I saw a couple TikToks over there about people quitting their jobs because they've been worked like crazy people. And get you home to family and friends so you can have some fun. Like yesterday, I got to go to my son's event at a school, so I took advantage of that. And have fun at work and have fun at home. I mean, that's if you're not having fun and not enjoying what you do, it's not going to last that long, right? And it's only going to take so long before you burn out. So let's talk. So, Agile coaching. So one of the things that comes up is problems, every issue. And lately people have been asking, I've been thinking about it, I'm trying to get people, when I coach people, to think in an agile mindset, which is different than coaching a solution, right? So if you're coaching and teaching an agile mindset, you're going to ask questions and have them think about things in the agile toolbox. Like, what is there? Like, splitting work up into smaller components, time boxing, the values of that, delivering working product over documentation, interactions. How do we create more interactions with this issue? Going back to the heart of it, how do we use the Agile Manifesto? How do we use those pillars to help the team grow as a team? How people grow as a team? And one of the things that's been coming up a lot, and I have to be careful. Now, as an Agile coach, you have to be careful because not everybody understands these concepts, team dynamics, where the team should be, what a high-performing team looks like. And if you bring up these topics, it's going to go over their heads and they're not going to understand what they are. I mean, I had that issue the other day. I realized when I was asking questions about something, what was going on, the persons I was talking to were related to the here and now. And I'm like, not to the here and now. I would be like, they're asking that question for something. They want to share something. There's something deeper in there. And I want them to go, okay, well, maybe I should explore that with that person, and where are we going to go? Because you might find stuff like the other day, someone was mentioning about a whole new setup and a new customer, and they had some bug problems. And I'm like, well, why do they really want to bring it up? Because they thought people could use it. But why did they think people could use that information? Well, it didn't, he said it didn't pertain to the team. Then why would you bring it up? If it had nothing to do with the team, then why do you? And I was trying to dig in, and what happens in this rat race of a system is they're so quick to try to solve the problem. They're trying to figure out right then and there what it is. And really, it's not. It's a chess game. It's like, how do I use my bishop to steal my queen? Queen's a lot more powerful part. But the bishop, you can do some things that maybe a queen can't. How do I get it where I get, do I use more than one piece to get there, right? So it may be a multifaceted move, like in a chess game. And just the other day, we were talking about something. It's like, okay, you have a problem. There's an issue at hand. Let's talk about the issue a little bit. Now, what can we use in the Agile toolbox to solve the problem? And one of the things we came up was like, what do you have? I said, well, how about making it smaller? And he's like, oh. It's like, well, what? And then it's like, so how does making things smaller help you out, right? Boom. It's like, well, now I can take that piece of work and more than one person might be able to do it, and we might get it done in the sprint. And before it was a larger piece. I'm like, yeah, that's it. You're using your Agile toolbox on what could be do. Now, with this thought, how would you introduce it to the team? Well, we can have a talk. I went on to talk to the person. Okay, good. Now we're setting up psychological safety, right? This is all this one discussion, psychological safety. And then, okay, then what would you do? So, well, then I bring up the team. And why would you do that? So that we can self-decide how to solve this problem, get their feedback, and have them own them as a team. There you go. So in that one issue, right, I got problem. We're working on problem, doing some systems thinking, right, getting psychological safety so the person's comfortable, coming up with using the team to make the decision instead of the scrum master, right, or the person in charge, and then doing some self-organizing a team, working as a team. So there was multiple steps in that process, in that solution, and it wasn't just a one little checker move, right? So in that one coaching experience, we used a bunch of things, done a bunch of toolbox issues to make it a better, more robust solution for the team. So they own it. So they're not dependent upon the scrum master or the person I am coaching to give them the answer. So that's why I say Agile coaching is like chess moves, where you're making multiple moves using multiple items in your toolbox to help the person solve their problem, how they engage. And they're not going to solve, it's not necessarily their job to solve the problem. It's their job to get the team to solve the problem. And how do you get there? So I just wanted to share that with you. Agile coaching is more like a chess game. It's not checkers. Yes, I can give a point solution. I can ping right on to the thing, but you want them to get it, because one of the things, and I'll just leave it at this last thing. I had one team that I coached, and I mentioned this last night to one of my coaches. This is why it's fresh in my mind. Where they said, when they were in meetings, and they actually said this, the product owner actually said, well, let me put my Greg hat on. They actually called it a Greg hat, where they would, what would Greg say when he got stuck in this question? What kind of questions would Greg ask? So it got them. It got them to think about the questions that they should be asking when they have that problem. Is it as easy as a chess game or a checkers game, or is it more like a chess game? Is it a couple moves or a couple things we got to do? And they would walk through the process of getting the team involved, doing some diverse thinking, doing some systems thinking. How do we get information? What do we know about the problem? All that kind of stuff. And they own it. And that's what Agile coaching is about. So that's what I have for today. I want to wish you a good day, a happy scrumming. Please give us a thumbs up if you like our show. And remember, I did put up a thing yesterday. Ring the bell so you get notification when we go live. I did put a thing up yesterday. Still haven't got anybody volunteer their company to do some 1 month of coaching, preferably offshore United States. So it'd be Europe, India, Pacific Rim. I got times. Again, the Pacific Rim would be in the evening on my time, and early morning my time for Europe and Central Europe and India. So if you want some coaching, you got to start up, you want to try it, feel free to give me a buzz. Send me a message on LinkedIn, comment on YouTube, however it is, send me a message, and I'll get back to you. Okay? All right. Have a great day. Enjoy your day and happy scrumming. Take care. Bye.